Fam.
Hey, Deku Fam.
We're back in the same outfits because this is part two.
Part two
of our Q&A. So if you haven't checked out part one, we'll link it below in the description. But yeah, we're just carrying on with the questions that you've given to us through Instagram, on DM, and we are just answering them, aren't we?
We are indeed, baby girl. That's
Let's
a
go.
good introduction. Love it.
Thanks, baby. The next question is, could you please shed more light on your careers? What exactly do you do, your likes and dislikes, and any advice for people who want to enter this field? Great question.
Go on, babe.
So what do? I work in sales. I work in software sales. So I sell IT software. My company's IT software to banks, to financial institutions. And basically I have a target, an annual target that is like hundreds of thousands of pounds. And I need to bring that amount of business into the company in a given year.
And if she doesn't get it,
I don't get it,
she's out.
I'm not out. I've always hit my target, know how to do. But no. Basically, I've been doing sales for about 5 years. I started straight after graduating. I was like, I like to talk. I like to understand people. What is a people-orientated role, but also quite corporate because I like that whole corporate stuff. And then I was like, oh, okay, let's go into recruitment. And then I went into software sales, and I've been doing that for a number of years. And I really enjoy it. What's the question?
What you like?
Okay, I like the fact that every day is very different in my role. So I could be writing a proposal one day, I could be doing a pitch another day, and demonstrating another day. I could be speaking. I'm speaking to new people all the time, and I think that's what I really love: understanding businesses' requirements and trying to see if our solution will be a good fit for them. One thing I don't like about my role, obviously, I like the fact that it's a pressured environment, but pressure can get real sometimes. You know, in sales, pressure is real, and you know, if you're not hitting your target for whatever reason, it can really make you question your ability. And I think for me that's very difficult, but I need pressure in general anyway, don't I? Even in the household I get pressure, you know.
Just to keep her on the straight and narrow, we'll get onto the advice a bit later. But as you can see, my wife is not just a pretty face, she's actually a boss woman. Monday to Friday, she's moving with her briefcase, going to board meetings, presenting to C-level executives. She's actually a boss. And myself, my humble myself,
he's a boss, you know. How is a boss, G?
So I work in asset management, I work in compliance, which is basically looking at rules and regulation and making sure that the bank actually adheres to it. So that's a lot of like reading. So we have like the Financial Conduct Authority, who basically sets out all the regulation and is basically interpreting those rules and seeing how we can implement that within our firm. What's the next question?
How did you get into it?
There's a whole video on how I got into my job. I'm actually going to link that below. I'm not going to go through that whole trauma once again.
What do you like and what do you dislike?
Okay, what I like the fact that I'm able to, like, my analytical skills, I'm able to interpret like the FCA handbook, and I'm able to advise the business on how they should do things. It's also it's a problem solving role, because I'm always, my department, they get all the problems. If anything's going wrong, we get it, we troubleshoot, we advise, and able to help the business.
And you're so good at that. Like, literally, I come to you with my problems, my work problems, my life problems, everything. And he's so good at strategizing and saying, no, you need to think about this, you need to think about that. And I'm like, damn, shawty. Yeah, I really like that.
So the last bit of the question was about advice. What I dislike? I just think it's just like the corporate life sometimes. It's very structured, and sometimes we like to go on more holidays, and you're limited to 25 days a year, and we're like, how can we do 25 days a year? But you know, it's life. I think when you're working in a corporate organization, you just are limited to 25 days.
Yeah, that's true. So that's what you dislike about your role. He's quite good with work.
Yeah, I actually enjoy what I do.
I hardly ever hear you complain too much.
About you?
I don't complain. And what would be advice for people who are trying to get into our roles?
I think it's to identify yourself. I think life is literally about knowing yourself and finding a career that works for you. Annabella's very good, like, using her voice, presenting, winning people over, influencing people and stuff like that. So that's why sales is a perfect fit for her. And myself, I'm quite analytical. I like reading to some extent, and I like interpreting things and advising people, and problem solving elements. And I do like all that, and that's why compliance compliance is very structured. So that's what works for me. So I think finding something that works for your personality type and thriving, because sometimes people just look at what's paid the most, and then they pursue that job, and they don't really think whether they have the skill sets to be able to fulfill it.
And also in our culture, sales. What was that? Mom didn't even know what I was doing. I don't think she still knows what I'm doing. She thinks I'm calling people's house phones at 7 p.m. Yeah, but she's seen the fruit of it now because I chose a role that was suited to me and my personality. And I feel like all the friction that we feel in our roles has nothing to do with actually like, oh, we can't do this because it's not in, like, if I was trying to do a role like Gabes, I would be struggling big time. And there's a difference between struggles that are because of who you are
and that you're not good at your job.
There's difference, literally. So for us, I feel like we're really doing well because we're in roles that match the type of people that we are.
Personality.
Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, and off the back of that question, it's how do I get a promotion at work? Someone asked how do they get a promotion at work, and I watched this really, really good video, and it was this senior lady working in one of the leading banks, and she was talking about when it comes to being promoted in an organisation, there's two elements. One is you better be good at your job. Like if you're not good at your job, then you don't even deserve a promotion. Like we have to be real. But I would
say that's probably 30% of actually getting a promotion.
100%.
I think the rest of it is literally what's your reputation within the bank.
Yeah, that's the other part that you're talking
within
about.
The firm.
Yeah.
It's literally who else is gonna vouch for you in the room. Sometimes we're so, especially maybe as an African, maybe just me, maybe it's not you, but I was told, go to work and work hard. You're just working hard. The table is shaking.
6 a.m. first one there. Last one to leave. Oh my God, they must think that you must know that I'm doing so well.
And their promotion doesn't come.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we have to be able to talk to people, build relationships. Sometimes not just being so focused on the work and looking at how we can help someone else.
Yeah, serving your boss, serving your team, serving the wider needs of the business. Like who knows about you? Because sometimes you're so focused on just your boss. But if they're an obstacle, like who else in the organisation can vouch for you? Because when they have these senior leadership meetings, someone needs to be able to put their name on the line and say, yep, Anna Deku deserves that promotion. Do you know what I mean? And if no one can do that in a room for you, then where are you going? No one's willing to, do that for you. So I think it's relationships around the business and making sure that you're of use and serving, and then also just being good at your job.
And also being able to communicate your value, because sometimes
we wait for someone else to.
We wait for someone else to, and we just do the work and give it. But sometimes you need to be able to explain what you've actually done. It's just not really in a boastful way, but it's being able to communicate your value. Because sometimes you're left to your own devices just to get a piece of work done, but people don't really know the process that you've gone through and the value you can add. So sometimes when you're in meetings and you do a report, speak up, share your insights.
I'd be like, would you like me to present my the findings of this report in in the meeting that we've got next week? You're lightening the load for your manager, but then you're also talking about how well you've done because you wrote it and you know it best. So it's like putting yourself out there. It's not every day we just hide, I say yes to things that I'm not even ready for, and I'm like, Gabes, I just said yes to this meeting. Quick, what should you do? And it's just like, I feel like.
And I also read something that said the fastest way to progress is to say to your manager, whatever you need me to do, I'm available and I'll do it. So I've even got my manager on my favorite list. So if she ever calls me, my phone will ring because it has a do not disturb mode. But for her, she'll be able to get through to me because I just want to be available. If she needs me to do anything, I'm available. I'm always trying to lighten her load.
And I think of like there's a number of members of the team, but who's the go-to? Like who's the person that the manager can go to and be like, she's gonna get it done well, or they're gonna get it done well. And you have to look at these things and think about them properly. And I want to be a resource to my manager. I want to be useful. I want him to feel the weight if I wasn't in the organisation.
Because you always get told like, oh, don't listen to the man and stuff like that. But listen, like if you're running out of the office at 5 o'clock, come on. Like if your manager needs you to do something, do it well, get it to them before the deadline so that she has time to review it and stuff like that.
So wow, that was a really long answer.
That was a very long answer.
Yeah, right. Should we cut some out? I don't know. But anyways, next question. How do you deal with having an ex at church without leaving the church that you are in? Things are awkward for me, especially because he did me dirty and he is married to a girl from my friendship group. Wow. I don't think I even read that one before it came through. Sorry, that is so, that must be so difficult, man. But what would you say?
First things first, like, don't just try and exit the church. We have to basically separate the demons, even in the church, from the actual church and the local church. But try and keep yourself busy with other things. And I would personally say, maybe not leave the church, but probably find a different team or a service or something, just so he doesn't have to be there when you are in the service.
I don't even know what to say to that one, because I know I'd be quick. Oh, it depends. Like, if that's a church that I'm planted in, that I've been growing in, that is my local community, why should I leave because you did me dirty? That's my pride. You leave, my friend. I'm going to make it so awkward for No, I'm joking, jokes. No, you're not gonna make it awkward for them.
You probably would.
Yeah.
You probably would.
Yeah, I would do that. I was like, listen, come on stage.
You probably get me on the platform.
Yeah, get me on the platform. I mean, I got a word for that guy. No, I'm joking. But I don't know. Personally, I'd be like, why should I have to leave? Like, you're the one that did wrong. You know, this is my local church.
Yeah, but this is not a negotiation thing. You can't tell him to leave.
No, obviously not him leave, but I feel like I all need to deal with some forgiveness in my heart.
Yeah, yeah.
To the point where I can walk past him and be like, actually, it's okay that we're both in the same building. Life happens, things happen, but I don't feel like why I should move. And even though something feels awkward for you, it doesn't mean that that's an opportunity for you to exit. Yeah. We can't leave everything that we feel awkward about, right?
Just embrace the awkwardness, and over time, that awkwardness will decrease.
Yeah, 100%. But sometimes I feel like we don't give enough time. It's like, oh, I still feel awkward. It's been 2 months. It's been but it might take 2 years for that awkwardness to go, and that's okay. But it will decrease. It will get better. I don't feel like you should leave a community that you're planted in because of that situation.
But keep busy.
Yeah, keep busy. Have the right people around you. Do you need to be friends with the friend that he's now married to?
Cut that one.
I think cut that off. Like, you know what, girl? That's what I would do anyway. So hopefully that helps. How do you deal with marrying into a family with a different doctrine to you?
Wow,
that's deep.
That is very deep.
I think firstly, like, are you and your partner on the same page? Like, do you guys believe in the same doctrine? Because you can have families that believe in different things, but are you two on the same page, right?
As long as you two are aligned and what you believe, because that person could have got saved and, you know, their family is not saved yet or whatever, and therefore your beliefs, or your family beliefs are different. Yeah,
which is fair enough. That happens in a lot of situations. But for me, I'd need to know that my guy is solid in his faith of what he believes, because is he going to be able to defend our relationship against his family? Because I'm not here trying to have no battles with his mama, with his daddy, and all this stuff about, you know, doctrines and stuff like that. No, it's like, does he believe that he may need to turn away from his family when they get too much, or tell them like, no, me and my wife decided to go to this church and that's what we're doing, and that's okay. If he can do that, then he can fight all of that, can't he?
And also,
but if he's weak, then sorry.
And also, if the doctrine is different, then you know that talking about relationships with God and religion is a no-go area when you go and talk to the family. It's actually okay to have normal conversations and not actually go towards those territories.
Don't feel like you have to, you know, try and to save them and all that stuff.
It's not going out there with a mandate that I'm going to save the whole family. Leave that to the husband, and leave that to your partner. And if you have a strong enough relationship and you are, you know, planted in what you believe in, you might let your light shine, and then they may come into your way of thinking. But don't go in thinking that you're going to marry this person and then their whole family is now going to come towards your understanding.
Because they might never do that. But also, you need to make sure that, what was I going to say?
You need to make sure that you're aware of the baggage that's going to come alongside. So that's your mind. Come on.
Yeah, that your relationship will be harder. Obviously, it's easier back in the day when you're marrying someone from the same village, from the same tribe, from the same family even. Some people, the jokes.
Was that your ancestors? Oh,
jokes.
Fantastic.
Jokes. No, but I mean, like, that's how close-knit. You'd be marrying your neighbor and, you know, you're in the same culture and all this stuff. But now, in this Western world, everyone is marrying whoever they want, but you still have the same faith or whatever. That's fine, but understand that there's going to be more baggage. You're not exactly going to be doing family trip to church maybe and be like, let's go to church and get lunch. No, there might be a bit of conflict that you guys will have to deal with families and stuff. You might feel a bit more alone sometimes, but that's what you've chosen at the end of the day. As long as you go in with your eyes open.
Yeah, definitely. Go with your eyes open, embrace the baggage that you're now bringing into your life, and actually just learn to just navigate it.
Just stay on the same team and you'll be fine. What is your take on getting married while in school? This is the situation I'm now in and I'm currently confused.
Yeah, I personally don't think there's there's a wrong age to get in a relationship or to get married. I just think you either have to be, look at whether you're mature enough and whether you're financially ready, because there's the practical side of things of it. Like, fair enough, like, you can love each other and you're ready to get married, but the thing is, you don't want to get married and be a hindrance to anyone else.
Like what, your family?
Yeah, like your family.
Or you're begging them for money.
Exactly, begging them for money. Like, fair enough, if you want to go and live with your parents, fair enough, that's kind of understandable. But where you become dependent on your family in order to do X, Y, and Z, I don't think that's the right time.
And it's like, what's your motivation questions for getting married while at school, do you know what I mean? And you have to ask the guy, like, how is he going to make sure that this family is secure?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a question you can't ask him, like, what provisions have we got? Have we got savings? Are we, you know, where are we going to live? All of these types of questions. Like, maybe, do you feel like you're being distracted while you're apart and that's why you want to? I don't know. There's loads of questions that you need to ask to assess whether now is the right time to get married. But I don't think there's any problem with getting married young. There's a lot of couples who get married young. They start in the dorm together and then they work it out. As long as you're mature and you understand that, you know, you're still growing into who you are, but you're willing to take that on together.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right on. Enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, those are all the questions that we got for the first part. We're going to put it out there again on Instagram. You guys are going to leave your comments below, but we hope that was useful and we hope you're going to enjoy this month with us as we answer questions. Ask us anything, guys. We're here to help. We want to learn together. We want to grow together. So guys, thank you for watching and we'll see you at our next video. Bye.
Peace.